This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 29th of July. I'm James Spann. We're getting set for a record-breaking night tonight with cool air right here in the dead of summer when typically the summer heat is at its peak. Let's go in there and take a look at some of the sky cam shots. A really glorious day today. Feels more like late September. That is the view coming from our sky cam located in Trussville. A few fair weather cumulus clouds around. That's about it. That's our Hamilton sky cam up in northwest Alabama's Marion County. The Alabama Gulf Coast looking pretty good. A bright sunny day there. Looks like the crowd's thinning out a little bit as we're getting closer to the arrival of the beginning of school. If you're headed down that way, a bright sunny day tomorrow. There'll be a few scattered storms later this weekend over the weekend, but no washout at all. Nice trough over the east. A ridge over the west. High amplitude. Monsoon moisture feeding up into the western United States. But around here, it is so nice. Look at the 70s over North Alabama. These are at mid-afternoon with the sun out in full force. It's only 76 for Haleyville and Coleman. Birmingham only at 80. That's 11 degrees below average. We ought to be at 91 this time of the year. And around the nation, you can see the nice cool air over the east. Had 40s. In fact, some folks getting close to the 30s this morning over parts of the Dakotas and Minnesota. Off to the west, flash flood watches in effect from the western plains up into the great continental divide, the Rockies, even back into parts of Nevada and Idaho with the monsoon moisture feed there. Here's the overall rain for the next 5 days, suggesting about 1/2 inch for much of Alabama. This is valid through Sunday morning and will be dry tomorrow, but moisture comes back late this week and over the weekend. Tropical weather. Got a good-looking wave out there in the Atlantic. The guys at NHC suggesting a 70% chance this becomes a tropical depression within the next 48 hours. I would imagine this will get an upgrade tonight or tomorrow. But for now, it's still technically an open wave. Modeling, not changing much. All the models want to take it north of Puerto Rico. I'll say all of them, 90% of them. And, of course, typically when they get up in that position, the systems want to recurve, especially when there's a mean trough over the eastern U.S. like we have. There's a look at the ensembles, and you can see that recurving motion. So a decent chance this will not affect the United States. And another thing to note, many of the models ramp it up to a tropical storm, but then after about 108 hours, they begin to weaken the system as it encounters some wind shear and maybe some slightly cooler waters. So this thing might peak in a few days and then kind of start to fizzle out this weekend. We'll take a look at the GFS 12Z run here. This is valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time. This is at 500 millibars. There's the big trough in the east, ridging in the west. And down below that, what a great day. Lots of sun. We start the day in the 50s, we think. There's a look at some of the numbers that might be popping up tomorrow morning. Mid to upper 50s, and many record lows will be shattered. Montgomery's record low set back in the 1880s should just be totally shattered tomorrow morning. And again, the day will be great, sunny with a high in the mid-80s. The humidity stays low. Thursday, the models continue to look relatively dry. The dew points begin to creep up a little bit. Dew points go back up in the 60s, but again, the chance of rain at this point looks pretty small, and I think we can almost take out the chance of any really significant rain Thursday. High stay in the 80s, upper 80s probably, and this is Friday. The moisture a tad deeper, but this run not quite as wet as other runs we have seen. We'll mention a chance of scattered showers and storms Friday with a mixture of clouds and sunshine, and again, the high probably mid to upper 80s. Here's a look at Saturday as we kick off the weekend. We still have the trough axis overhead. And down below that, moist air in place. We'll have a chance of scattered showers and storms, and pretty much the same deal on Sunday. The possibility of a few scattered showers and storms, although, again, this run not really as aggressive as the coverage of the rain with other runs. And that could change tomorrow. And we note what should be Bertha north of Puerto Rico. And we'll go to Monday, and really the model just kind of loses the thing. It's an open wave coming across the Bahamas. And this is Tuesday, a week from today. Still got broad troughing around here. Down below that, the air looks drier. The high would be around 90. And again, what's left of Bertha is just kind of hanging around the Bahamas. So the GFS wants to fizzle that thing out. But again, for us, Tuesday looks relatively dry, if this is right, with some drier air. We'll check the end of the forecast, August the 14th. This is suggesting a trough axis west of the state. And down below that, a pretty significant storm spinning up over the high plains. And for us, again, that'd be pretty standard for mid-August. There's a look at the numbers over the next 15 days. Temperatures below average. Remember, the average high is 91. In only one day, we've got a 91 up there. That's Wednesday of next week. So looking pretty good for a time of the year where it can be very hot around here. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can, catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.